Today, we remember the life and career of an acting legend gone too soon. Actor Michael K. Williams was found dead yesterday in his Brooklyn apartment at the age of 54. Williams is best known for his portrayal of Omar Little in HBO's The Wire.
You are feeding off the violence and the despair of the drug trade. You're stealing from those who themselves are stealing the lifeblood from our city. You are a parasite who leeches off
just like you,
the culture of drugs. Excuse me? What?
I got the shotgun. Got the briefcase. It's on the game, though, right?
Williams also played memorable roles in Boardwalk Empire, Chalky White, When Will They See Us, and Montrose and Lovecraft Country, for which he was just nominated for an Emmy. Williams appeared on The Beat a few years ago, where he talked about his troubled past and his work, sharing the stories of youth growing up under similar circumstances.
I consider myself an at-risk youth. You know, the art saved my life. So when I look at a young man, a dark-skinned little boy who happens to have a scar on his face, who happens to be named Michael, who's telling me that he's going through that amount of pain at that age, I can't tell you the effect that had on me. It was internal. It was on a very cellular level that those stories affected me.
Joining me now is Kelly Carter, Emmy Award-winning journalist for The Undefeated. I can think of hardly anybody better to talk to about this. You know, Kelly, yesterday, my timeline, my phone was just filled with people who were just sad and in shock. I saw somebody tweet yesterday, tell God Omar's coming. And I literally teared up. Just talk about, did you ever get a chance to work with or interview Michael Williams? Just talk about how he was viewed within Hollywood, within the theater and acting community as a whole.
Yeah, you know, I was able to interview him several times over the course of his career, and honestly, very much beloved. I think the reason why you are seeing such an onslaught of tributes and kind words from his colleagues and contemporaries in the business is because he resonated, you know, across the board. Like, they're all very genuine. This isn't someone passing away and people feeling obligated to say niceties. This is all very authentic because he was an authentic human being, but also a very authentic performer. You know, this is someone who will be regarded as one of the best character actors of all time. I mean, his characters that he brought to life were very intentional that he selected in the first place, but also they stuck with you. They stayed with you. And there's a reason why he's being honored the way he's being honored today. And I would venture to guess up through the next week and a half, by the time we get to the Emmys, he was already a front runner to win his first Emmy Award for Lovecraft Country. Obviously, there are those of us who believe he should have won for The Wire, but I expect that he will be honored up and through that moment, as he rightly should be.
I want to play a clip from one of his performances this summer and get your thoughts on the other side.
I said I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Let my soul rest and take my breath. I've been through many different phases like mazes to find my way. But now I know that happy days are not far away. If I'm strong enough, I live long enough to see my kids doing something more successful with their time other than biz. Because they was forced to me to be a man without a helping hand trying to stand there.
I think Kelly, what that clip showed, and that was at a memorial for DMX who passed this summer, is a lot of people don't even recognize that Michael K. Williams, I mean, he was a singer, he was a dancer, he was a choreographer. This guy had a vast array of artistic talent above and beyond just what we saw on the screen in acting, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was an all-around performer, you know, and I think such a big part of who he is known for as an actor is really crafting these dramatic, deeply intense roles. But he also was a very funny guy. He was a backup dancer. You know, he did things that you wouldn't necessarily associate with someone who expertly brought someone like Omar Little to life, someone like Chalky White to life. You know, and a lot of the roles that he picked were resonant of the community that he grew up in. And he said that to me in our last interview, which was earlier this year, that he selected roles that felt like very real people that he knew. Either they were rooted in realness or they felt real. And that was all very intentional.
I want to bring this up very quickly. 25 years ago today, Tupac was killed. And Pac was actually the first person to give Michael K. Williams his first break. He picked his photo out and said, I want this man to play my younger brother in Bullet. Very quickly, Kelly, what does it mean culturally, in particular to the black community, Paul Mooney, DMX, Michael K. What does it mean when we lose this kind of talent so early? I just want to see some of these guys grow old. What kind of impact does it have on us to lose some of these people so soon?
It's significant. You know, I think people are spending a lot of time talking about how short life is right now and the realization of people that felt very familiar to us. Because quite frankly, Michael K. Williams looks like he could be an uncle, a cousin, a friend, a brother of many of our families, you know? And so it makes you really realize the value of life and of living. And it makes you re-examine your own lives, I think, too, to make sure that you're maximizing them the way that some of these guys who've been so integral to the culture maximize their lives as well.
Kelly Carter, thank you so much for joining us tonight.